I want to let the survivors know that I believe you.
This is Kai, one of Peter Nygard's eldest sons. Once thought to be the heir to the Nygard Empire, he is now a fierce defender of his father's accusers.
My name originally, how I was born, was Kai Bickle Nygard. My mom, Patricia Bickle, and my dad, Peter Nygard. When I was 3, they separated. Growing up with my mom, which was a totally different experience than the majority of my time. As I got older, I would visit my dad. I grew up really admiring my dad.
Most perpetrators of child sex abuse hide it. There is a special trauma that is inflicted on the child that learns that their parent is in fact a perpetrator.
In May of 2019, I attended a dinner party. He had someone that was staying at the house, and her daughter was also there, and she was very young. She was 8 or 9. It was interesting to me that he had her sitting in his girlfriend chair. Always to the right was the girl that he was gonna be flirting with for that night. I'm just thinking it's all weird and kind of creepy, and I just kept paying attention to that.
Sometimes perpetrators are so brazen, they will just abuse a child in plain sight. His father actually sexually abused a young girl in a dining room while the guests were standing up and leaving dinner to go play cards.
All the adrenaline hit and everything happened, and I went straight to the mom. I'm like, get her away from him. She pulled her away. That's when all the ideas I had about who he was and how far he might go and what he was capable of started to really get foundationally shook.
Kai Bickle says he's been bringing evidence against his father to the authorities, hoping it will help keep him behind bars.
I met Kai Bickle through our investigation of Peter Nygard, the multimillionaire fashion mogul accused of nearly 1,000 sexual assaults in over 50 years.
I had to have almost like a funeral for the dad that I thought I had. And then what I was left with was the monster that I'm dealing with.
What we learned from Kai's story is that there is no limit to what a lot of money can do for you to protect you from justice.
Along the way, there were laws that it became very clear that these laws aided him.
He bought his way into the Bahamian government. The stories are just incredibly frightening as to the lengths to which he would go to silence his critics and anybody who came after him. It's not without danger that Kai does this.
I'll get attacked by him. I'll get attacked by his supporters and his lawyer for speaking up. But I think that silence is part of the problem.
Kai's bravery has empowered victims and survivors to come forward.
Kai brought a safety net to me that I could finally talk about this. I didn't have to live in fear, and I was able to speak out.
We are proud to be working with Kai on federal legal reforms that would create more access to justice for more survivors who have been victimized by wealthy individuals that can get around the law.
Our world needs groups like Child USA to advocate, to push, to change laws, to create a safer world for these kids. But one of the reasons there will be justice is because of Kai.
Well, for me, without Kai, I would have never found my voice. So he gave a lot of us a voice, and he's found his own voice. He has saved many people's lives